Hello, and welcome back to Project Filmography, where I'm going through my list of movies that I like from 1920 to 2020, one by one, in chronological order, in collage form. This episode begins in a moment when film was discovering its power to charm, to romanticize, to dance, and sometimes to deceive. These 5 films, It Happened One Night, La Talente, Top Hat, Triumph of the Will, and Fury, show how cinema in the 1930s could both lift us up and lead us astray. Let's get into it. Frank Capra's It Happened One Night is often called the first screwball comedy, but that undersells how alive it feels. Clark Gable and Claudette Colbert have this perfect rhythm, impatient, funny, tender, the kind of chemistry that seems to invent itself as you watch it. It's so effortless that you can see why Bugs Bunny borrowed Gable's carrot-chomping swagger. It's a movie that makes you believe in warmth again, even if the world outside feels cold. Jean Vigo's La Talente feels syrupy in the best way, slow, dreamlike, and thick with emotion. It drifts between romance and melancholy, between the river's fog and the heart's confusion. There's that tattooed sailor, a kind of living diary of the world, whose stories are half true and half myth. The film feels the same, not about plot, but about touch, smell, and memory. Watching it, I start to understand how cinema can invent memories, how emotion can feel real even when it isn't mine. Then there's Top Hat, where Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers move like they're rewriting gravity itself. The world around them is a fantasy of marble floors and moonlit hotel rooms, a kind of luxury dream that Depression-era audiences could escape into for 90 minutes. Every tap and turn is pure optimism, a belief that grace can exist even when the world feels heavy. Watching it now, I think about how elegance can be its own form of resistance, a refusal to let despair take the lead. And then there's Triumph of the Will. It's impossible to talk about film's power without confronting this one. Leni Riefenstahl's camera is hypnotic, terrifyingly composed, an image of unity that hides something rotten underneath. The precision itself feels like propaganda, the beauty turned against truth. Watching it now, it's not awe that I feel, it's unease, a reminder that film doesn't just record history, it can create it or distort it in ways that last longer than we'd like. And finally, Fury, Fritz Lang's first American film, and one that felt eerily current when I saw it, just after the January 6th riots. It's about a man nearly killed by a mob, and the revenge that follows, but what lingers is the crowd. The faces lit by firelight, righteous and blind. Lang turns that fury into a mirror. Watching it now, you realize how easily civilization slips, how fragile justice feels when the noise gets too loud. Together, these films trace a jagged outline of the 1930s, when cinema could be gentle or ecstatic, honest or manipulative, depending on who held the camera. From Capra's humor to Vigo's longing, from Astaire's grace to Riefenstahl's control and Lang's warning, you can feel the medium arguing with itself about what it should be. When I piece these films together for my collage, cutting, rearranging, layering, I feel that same tension, the joy and the danger of images, the sweetness and the shadow. Thanks for watching this episode of Project Filmography, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!